Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, February the 7th, 2024, the year of our Lord. And in this video, my goal is to show you about all of the different possibilities you can have and what may present itself for you on a typical quarter acre or less property. Now, I know prices are going to vary from different areas, but what you could make per property here in my area in the Augusta, Georgia market. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to walk you around just the perimeter of my property, and I'm going to show you the backyard and everything and all the opportunities that present itself for a guy like me or you. And if you're thinking about getting into this as a side hustle or a full-time business, get y'all turned around real quick. All right, we're gonna start with the basics. You know, I live on a hill, and we all know that most mowers don't handle hills that great. Show you the grass. Got pine straw. Got a tree right there underneath my windows up there. You see a hedgerow. Got pine straw all up there. I've got bushes all up there by my front porch with pine straw and all that. I live on a corner lot, so there is more edging involved, especially if you have sidewalks and a stormwater drain. Got another tree over here. Got bushes on this side of my house, pine straw up there and around my tree. Got another small hill that separates the property line. And this is basically my front yard and my side yard. And I'll walk all of you around through here. Walk you all through my front yard, down the sidewalk. Don't be picking on my pine straw, guys. I need to get out here and clean it up. We had a storm roll through this past weekend, and it kind of blew my pine straw any which way. I have a very small backyard, so don't pick on my backyard. But got all this. Got azaleas on both sides of my patio with pine straw up against the edge of my house. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Got a little bit right here. Have a rose bush back there. Pine straw right there. And I'll give you a view of the property from my house. That's down the edge of my driveway towards the street. Down through there. Have another hill on this side separating the property line. And this is from the top of my property, looking down towards the street. And I have standing water in my yard, as you can see. I'm not too pleased with that. I'll have to get out here this year and do some yard leveling. But I'm gonna bring y'all back in real quick. Turn around so y'all can see my pretty face. That is the gist of my property. And other than my yard being a corner lot, my yard is basically just a cookie cutter, 10,000 feet, 10,000 square foot property. Now, I'm gonna show you, or well, I ain't gonna show you. I've got everything written down over here. I'm just gonna let you know all the services. These are the services that I offer in my business. Some of you may not do some of these services. Some of you may offer more services. The possibilities are endless on any property. But I just want to start from the top. If all you were doing was just mowing grass. That's it. Here in my area, the way things are normally done, most lawn care providers offer 23 weeks of service on a bi-weekly property. That would be bi-weekly from March to November, okay? And then after November, you have December, January, and February. It would go down to once a month mowing. That's 23 services. Now, at $70 per service, you'd be looking at $1,610 a year. Okay, and that's not bad. That's not bad, and that's the going rate in our area. That's most people's minimum on mowing is $70. That's my minimum as well, and that's also my hourly rate. Now it takes me about 30 minutes to just mow the grass and edge and weed eat and blow it off, if that's all I'm doing. So, but I do charge a 1 hour minimum. But now let's move on to all of the possibilities or everything that I do. If I was to mow, that would be $1,610. Okay. If I was to cut the bushes 3 times a year, that's the typical package that I offer in my business. And I do have some customers that want their stuff cut once a month, and I do have customers that want it cut once a year. But the typical lawn service package that I offer is the main lawn service package that I offer is mowing your yard 23 times and trimming your bushes 3 times. Now, if I was to trim all my bushes 3 times, it would be $210 for the year. Now, that's including the cleanup and trimming the bushes. Now, you have a spring cleanup. Okay, these are some of the services that I offer. You have a spring cleanup. This is 2 hours worth of service for a spring cleanup plus a $35 dump fee. That would be $175 for that spring cleanup. A leaf cleanup. It takes me about an hour to do a leaf cleanup. I charge $85 for the leaf cleanup. That's cleaning them up, hauling them off, you name it. Now, tree service. To prune these trees, the way I do it is $200 minimum to trim trees on a tree that size. Now, your little bitty small crepe myrtles that ain't but about 7 or 8 feet high, use common sense. But when it comes to good sized trees, I'm not cranking a chainsaw up for less than $200 per tree, just because of insurance reasons. When things are off of the ground, when they're up in the air, there's more potential for damages. You could damage the lawn, you could damage sprinkler heads, you could bust a car window, you name it, you could do it. You could also get yourself hurt. So you need to be compensated a little more to do tree service. Now for my trees, it would be $200 a piece. And I service my trees every single year, every January. And I have 2 trees, so that's $400 a year. Now, the pine straw. It takes 9 rolls of pine straw to do my property, all the beds. Now, 9 rolls is equivalent to about 20, anywhere from 20 to 22 bales. Now, the price that I pay per roll is $8 a roll. And what I do is I charge a 25% upcharge on those rolls, and I also charge my hourly rate. For me to do the pine straw on my property, it would cost me, I would charge $195. Now, the total overall revenue for the year for my property with all the services that I offer, if just say that I have a customer that lives in this house, the overall total revenue for my company, if this customer chose to get every service that I offer, the basic packages of those services, it would be $2,675 per year. Now, compare that to just mowing lawns, it would be $1,610 per year. You're looking at a little bit, or you're looking at a little more than doubling your profits or doubling your revenue just by adding those 5 extra services other than mowing the lawn. Now, I want you to take that. If you're doing this part-time, okay, you're just looking for a very respectable side hustle. I truly believe that if you work a 9 to 5, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, you can do 30 lawns, and that's not even working on Sunday. You can do 30 lawns, especially if you're a young man. You're physically able. You can do 30 lawns a week. Just say you get off at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, get start between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. You work till sundown every day, doing a little bit of landscaping, and then on Saturday during the growing season, you work from 8 to about 7:30, and not working Sunday at all. You should be able to squeeze in 30 lawns. We'll just say 25. Okay. Now, I want you to take 2675 and multiply that by 25 or 30, and that's what your gross revenue would be in your business. Now, this wouldn't be a year-round thing. You wouldn't be working sun up to sundown, but especially December, January, and February, you'd basically just be going out and policing properties, making sure people's properties are clean, making sure there ain't no sticks or pine cones or anything like that on the ground. So there's not really a whole lot to do, but you still have income possibilities if you market your business correctly and you price everything correctly and you offer the correct packages. The possibilities are endless. Now, if you was to do this with 30 properties, and you gave them all these packages and you priced it to where you got a monthly payment every 12 months out of the year, that would be a little over $80,000 worth of revenue for your business, your side hustle. Now, let's just I didn't even do the math. If it was a full-time job and you were doing 40 or 50 properties a week, just say you're working Monday through Thursday and you do 10 properties a day. That's 40 properties in a week. You do the math on that. 40 properties a week. We'll just say 80 properties, okay, and do the numbers that I told you to do, the 23 services for mowing, and then times that by 80. Man, your profits just went way up, went through the roof. Your overall gross revenue, and I would have to do the math. I'd have to break out the calculator. I'm not doing all that right now, but it would be well over $100,000, and that's just working 4 days a week, 10 hours a day, and that's not including random people that would call you up needing bush jobs, needing trees trimmed, needing mulch installs, pine straw installs, needing your plants installed, different things like that. If you do one-time cuts, all that adds up. Every bit of it adds up, and it adds up greatly. So you can make a lot of money doing this as a solo operator if you take the time to learn how to market. For one, that's the main thing. You've got to know how to market. But you also need to learn other skills besides mowing and cutting bushes, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. In this industry, or in this business, the lawn and landscape business, that's the main two services we offer. is mowing grass and trimming bushes and hedges. You need to get extremely good at that. That's the main service that you're gonna do. You need to get, that's the two main services that need to be your bread and butter. You need to get very good at that. Very good at that. You need to be top notch, one of the best in your area, if not the best. But once you get good at that, then you can get good at pine straw, you can get good at mulch, you can get good at cutting trees, you can get good at spring cleanups and leaf cleanups. All of that. So I want you to think about that. And, you know, all of that's not going to be profit. Probably about, I'm going to say probably about 70 to 80% of all of that will be profit, which is very good, very good. And it's very respectable as well. But I want you to think about all that, take all that into consideration. And then I want you to ask yourself, like, man, is it really worth me going out there and doing all these services in the 100-degree heat or the 20-degree cold? You know, up north, 20 degrees might not be that bad to y'all, but down here in the south, man, 20 degrees, we pretty much shut down everything. But is it worth it to you? You know, this job is physically demanding. It gets hot, it gets cold, and you do have to deal with inflation on parts, tools, equipment, fuel, you name it. And you do have to pay license fees, you have to pay insurance, all that. But look at this versus whatever it is you do now for a living, and you have to outweigh the pros and cons, you know. But that's just my 2 cents. I wanted to throw all these numbers out there to y'all and give y'all the possibilities and show you what you could potentially make. And you don't even have to stop there, you know. The possibilities on services on someone's property really are endless. You know, you could throw pressure washing into your arsenal as services you do. You know, flat surface pressure washing. You can do soft wash on homes. You can add pool cleaning. You can do window cleaning. You can do fence repair. So many opportunities, especially on a property like mine. It's a very small cookie cutter property, but if you just look between the grass blades, there's so many services that you can offer on a property like mine. And most of the properties in my area are just like mine, except the fact I live on a corner lot. And in my area, corner lots tend to cost more because there's more edging involved. But I just wanted to touch base with y'all for today, and I'll probably get back on here several more times today because I'm at the house. I'm off for the rest of the week. Had a debacle we had to deal with, and I'm about to pull the rest of my hair out, man. I'm just bored out of my mind, sitting here not doing nothing. But yeah, I just wanted to talk numbers with y'all, show you what the possibilities were that you could make as a full-time or a part-time side hustle. But anyway, if y'all like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you want more content, man, just let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to hear. And if this video helped you, man, let me know. But anyway, hope y'all got something out of this, and I will cut y'all back on the next one. Till then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.